Are you responsible for selling your parents' house after death and wondering how to sell the estate property and what you should know about preparing the home for sale? Well, that's what we'll be covering today, right after this. Hi, I'm Charlotte from the Volsch team. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, I'm a real estate broker, certified probate specialist, and trust advisor in the many cities of the Inland Empire, including Redlands, Loma Linda, Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana, San Bernardino, Ontario, and the High Desert. And every week I post tips, insights, and updates to help you gain clarity. So what does all that mean around being a trust advisor and a probate specialist? Well, it means that I'm an expert at helping prepare houses for sale, especially probate houses or houses in a trust. And my hope is that this information is of value to you. So how do you sell a parent's house after death? And what are the points in preparing the house for the sale checklist? Have you spent a weekend viewing homes possibly on the market? And if so, would you have noticed some houses make you feel really warm and welcome, while others, well, they almost make you want to run out the front door as soon as you step in? Well, I imagine you may be curious about what it is that makes one home more desirable over another. Maybe in the same location, maybe even the same size and the same price range. Well, oftentimes this appeal is created simply by preparing the house in a way that helps each buyer visualize their future home. And in my study of the psychology and emotion of property sales, I call this depth preparation and staging. Now, staging, in my opinion, includes preparation, and that means making a checklist, walking all around the house, looking at each room from a buyer's perspective, noting cost-effective repairs and updates. And it's no secret in preparing that soft staging a home that places it on the market and helps draw in interested buyers. It's the best way to show the allure of the property and generate demand, because over 96% of buyers, they begin that home search right online. And having cost-effective repairs completed and having the home soft staged before the professional photos is key. The question that I'm often asked is, where do I start? There are many ideas about what preparing a home means, and as a seller, you may wonder how to create interest in the house so that you can sell it for top dollar and quickly. First, take a look at your budget. What are you able to spend? If you have a good budget, you might consider painting or maybe even replacing floors. I gotta tell you a quick story. Ted's dad passed away and he became responsible for the Apple Valley home of his dad's. His dad's home had been vandalized several times, and when we met, I shared that an as-is price for the home would probably be in the low 200,000s, and probably to an investor, because there were many things that wouldn't be financeable. Ted asked, how could we improve the house to get a better result for the estate? And after discussing the options, he chose to dig in with the extreme cleanup, the painting, the flooring, replacing lighting, and more. And this was a big job. And since he does not live here in California, Ted shared that he wanted someone that would oversee the entire project. Well, that someone was me. I was confident that the home would sell for the low 400,000s if he chose to invest $35,000. And that is exactly what Ted did. The result was that after negotiation of multiple offers within 3 days of the house coming on the market, the house actually sold for $433,000. And Ted is outrageously happy. His situation was unusual, but he did put his trust in my experience, and it worked. If your budget is more limited than simply removing unnecessary items such as family photos or collections of dolls, is the way to go. Keep in mind all those items will be removed from the house eventually, so why not take care of it early on? In all cases, having the house thoroughly cleaned is always a good choice. This can be done by you, or you can hire a professional. Now, once you have determined your budget, take a good look around. Look at its assets. Then prepare and stage the house to accentuate those assets. Really quick before I go over the checklist, I just want to shout thank you to those of you who have already subscribed to the channel. I'm truly grateful that you're part of my community. Now remember to click the like button and share it with a friend who may be going through an experience or looking to very soon. For those of you that have not subscribed, now's a great time to hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell to be notified of the next video coming up. Now let's go over the checklist. First, plan ahead. Again, walk through each of the rooms, review the home from a buyer's perspective. You might want to ask a few local real estate agents for their advice. And get some help. Hire a handyman or a contractor to handle the projects you don't want to tackle yourself. Sell or donate or discard anything you don't need. Number 2 is clean, declutter, depersonalize, thoroughly clean the entire home. Get the carpets cleaned or consider replacing carpet if it's stained or really old. Remove or replace dated window coverings. Repair cracks and holes in walls, and then paint the interior walls with neutral colors like a beige or the very popular gray. Then remove family photos. Otherwise, buyers will spend time looking at personal photos instead of the house. Now, by removing your personal photos and the collections you are setting, then staging for that inland empire or high desert buyer to visualize himself living in the home, also remove unnecessary items and box them up. If it's a small or medium amount of stuff, the garage is okay. And if it's a lot, then store them off-site. Yes, I know, it will cost some extra money to temporarily store the stuff. We all have it, but it will more than pay off with your sales price. Number 3, maximize your curb appeal. Power wash the exterior and the windows. And if needed, paint the home's exterior, including the trim and the doors. Mow the lawn, trim the shrubs and trees. Add some inexpensive bags of bark in the flower beds or the areas without grass. And do yourself a big improvement by cleaning up pet droppings. Number 4, give some attention to the kitchen and the bathrooms. Mop the floors, clear the countertops, hang the towels, replace outdated hardware. This is truly an inexpensive way that I've helped to update a home. Clean the appliances and the fixtures. Replace old caulking around the sinks or the bathtubs. Number 5, appeal to the senses. Here's a really easy tip. Install higher wattage to brighten up the rooms for your light bulbs. Open up curtains and blinds. Let in that natural light and show off the views if there is one. Open the window to let in some fresh air. Relocate any pets on the day of showing. Not everyone's a dog person, and this may seem obvious, but don't smoke in the home or cook smelly food like fish. My purpose is to apply my years of experience to get you the best return on the investments you've made. Well, please feel comfortable reaching out to me directly. We can talk about your exact circumstances. We can tackle any preparation or staging you may be facing and come up with a creative solution to get your inland empire or high desert home the buyer interest rate really high. I look forward to helping you through the preparation, including staging and marketing and successful sale. And thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.